Hello, streaming to you live. I'm Gordon with Unlock Your Bioenergy. Today is Monday, April 13th, 2026. And it's Move It Monday. It's day number 364, wearing the incredible X39, as you see right here. And it's going to be 1 year tomorrow. And I want to talk about mental focus and clarity. One of the benefits that I believe I received from wearing the technology. And then I will follow up with today's workout, a 9-minute warm-up, and we're focusing on back and biceps. So, mental focus and clarity. Why do I say it's one of the benefits of improving mental clarity and so forth? Well, I play this puzzle game. And I'm going to show you here. It's just going to play on the screen. So this is from Saturday, April 11th, where it's a game on LinkedIn, and basically it's one of these puzzle games that I play to test my mental focus and ability. And yesterday, on Sunday, April 12th, I decided to play this puzzle game while I was listening to a podcast that I was interested in. And it had to do with frequency and a variety of different topics. And in doing so, that puzzle, I did not score very well, to be honest. And I'm being very honest with you, and largely because I was interested in the subject that was being discussed in the podcast. And because of that, my mind was going like a yo-yo, ping-ponging like a yo-yo, ping, 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 between the puzzle I was playing and the podcast. And there came a point after a minute or so, or even more, after I had so many backtracks, I couldn't count how many there was. I stopped the podcast, and then I continued to play the puzzle. And I ended up scoring somewhere around 4 minutes or something like that. And in this puzzle that you see here, right here, I scored 42 seconds, and the average for that day at that time was 1 minute and 11 seconds. So, if there's one thing I learned, is that mental focus and clarity, depending on what you're doing, sometimes you can't multitask, especially when it involves paying attention. And a lesson learned. I'm not going to do that again. So here's a different day. This is April 9th, 2026. And here I'm trying this puzzle. Again, I look at it, I assess it, and I thought, okay, how am I going to solve this? You can see oh, that's not good, because I got stuck on 4. And I thought, no, that's the same problem. So, how do I solve this? Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Then I see 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so 29 seconds. And I was below the average, largely because I made the mistake of not leaving the space open to draw the line. So, do I learn from these experiences of when I make these errors? Of course I do. Let's have a look at another one. Now this is April the 8th. This is mine. My attempt. Oh, not bad. Oh. So I scored above the average, and you can see these are the metrics, I guess, that are used, that they compile and help you test yourself. So this here is another day. So I don't know which one this one is. Obviously, 6 seconds. That's my best score. So, not using any cheats of sorts. Not because there are people that post videos of these puzzles online, and you can go and review them if you wish. So, of course, that was April the 7th. So you can see what day it was. And am I reaping the benefits from utilizing the X39 as part of my, you want to call it, package to unlock my bioenergy? Am I reaping the benefits? Well, when I compare myself to what the average is doing across the world, because there's people playing this puzzle game from all over the world, I'm playing against people that are much younger than I am, people that are older than I am. Am I faring pretty good? I think so. I think it's safe to assume. And I consistently do this. And when you consistently do something, are you going to reap the benefits from it? If you... Now, there's a how would you say, a fine line to that statement, because there are certain things that if you do you consistently, they may not be so good for you. But, and quite the opposite. So, does these two things deliver on its promise? Yeah. Here I'm going to take the X49. Put it right here. And speaking of which, on Saturday, I did the the fitness stress testing, and the result that I got, I did 3 attempts of the skipping. The first one I finished at 53 out of 62.5, so that was at the 84 percentile. And the second one was with the beaded rope, so I did a 75% effective, basically right here, 75%. Completion of that 250 skips, so I was at 188 before I tripped. And then the last one was with the Buddy Lee. I was out of gas, I think, by that time. And sometimes that's how things go. You just don't have the energy after pushing the pace, which I did, because when I look back at the heart rate results from the 10-minute hit, I was hitting 200 during that 10-minute hit. So it obviously had an effect on my fitness stress testing performance. And it just strengthens the fact that, you only have so much fuel in the tank. And that was the case on Saturday, and it reflected in the testing that I did, because I just didn't have the complete amount of energy. So there is, if I want to reach those goals to be able to perform at the highest level, well, then you have to be fresh, to say the least. And that wasn't the case on Saturday. And I still, when I think back, it was still a relatively strong performance, all things considered. But if there's one thing I noticed for sure, I'll regurgitate what happened on Saturday, which was April 11th, right here. Hang on, what's going on here? Oh. Okay, so it just kind of froze. So here is the heart rate results from Saturday, April 11th, 2026. And one of the things that happened during the is how it was. You see the mountain peaks where I was first time here. Oh, I'm trying to touch 200, didn't quite happen. Then I recovered, and then I pushed it again, and then recovered, and then pushed it again. So it's there is something that is fundamentally changing with my conditioning and my body's ability to cope. And you can see here, after I try to recover it, I tried to keep pushing it back up every 30 seconds. And then here is the end of the 10-minute hit. So since I started using the X49 in combination with the X39, more and more I'm starting to see now what my body is able to do from a recovery standpoint. And my heart rate is really knocking on the door saying, yeah, it's working. It's working. And this is why you see in the links that I have in the comment section of this video, you'll see I'm asking for your help. Donate to my cause to help me procure the VO2 Master equipment and to further demonstrate that what I'm saying with regards to the use of the X39, X49, in addition to drinking the cleanest and most absorbable. I know water is important. It always has been, and it always will be. There is no denying that. There will be no change to that. And thus, when you combine the pieces that I talk about and you glue them together with the cleanest and most absorbable water, are you going to reap the benefits? That's my question to you. Based on what I'm showing day in and day out, week after week, month after month, is not only proving that I am as real as a heart attack, but how do you maximize your longevity? To live well, live long, and live young. How do you do it? You need to live a healthy lifestyle. There's no denying that. You got to eat well. You got to drink well. You got to sleep well. And when you sleep well, you recover well. When you have the 3 aminos, as I call it, the 3 aminos, what happens when you combine them all together? All these things that are floating around and you glue them together, are you going to reap the benefits? I think so. And I will continue to demonstrate this to you to help you and to help others around you who you care about. Because there's a lot of confusion that's happening in the world today, and it really bugs me. A lot of people will say all kinds of things to get your dollar. Be careful. That's my advice. Be careful. And I'm also careful when I'm doing the training. Maybe when I'm pushing myself, trying to flatline, that I'm testing myself. I'm not afraid to do that. But I also try to do it cautiously too. And with that, that's enough of my spiel for today. I'm going to get on with doing the exercises for today. But if you are curious to find out more about what I do, I encourage you to scan the QR code and visit unlockyourBioenergy.godaddysites.com. I've refreshed the website a little bit, and you might find it of interest. And when you're ready to pull the trigger on the X39, click on the links below or scan the QR code that's right there. It's the same that you'll see on this screen right here. So, making it easy for you. And today's workout won't be that easy. So we'll be doing the 9-minute warm-up as I historically do. And then a dead man hang. As you see the schedule on the screen there, that's pointed right over there. And the first exercise is going to be a straight arm lat pull down and a row. So basically I've got bands that are attached to the ceiling. Let me see here. So you can see there's a red band here attached, this guy, another red band attached to the ceiling, and then I've got a red and a green one attached to an anchor point here. Okay? And basically what I'm going to do is grab them like this and pull them down and row it through. So it's almost like a full range of motion. And that is going to work the lats, the certain ones. So if you were a swimmer, that's the range of motion that you're typically moving your arms to swim through the water. So it's going to be slightly different today. And having a straight arm position is going to change the way the lats are engaged ever so slightly. So it's a slight variation to doing a traditional pull-up per se with a bar. And so it's going to involve more of a full range of movement. So, and with that, I've lowered the resistance, but by using red bands. Typically, I would use the purple, which is much heavier resistance, and I will include the vibration plate as part of the sequence as well, because I still want to have that disturbance and the changes in the strength curve. And one of these days I'll draw the whiteboard to explain what I'm experiencing, and it'll help you understand why I like to use the vibration plate. Then the second exercise is going to migrate. There's going to be a slight deviation, so it's going to be involving the same bands the way they're connected, but this time it's going to be more of an iron cross. So by holding it like this, basically the weight's going to be wanting to pull my arms up. So I have to hold it like this, and then basically I'm going to rotate like this and row it through this way. So it's going to essentially activate the rhomboids and the scapula as well as part of the back muscles. So it's gonna feel a little bit different today. Then the third exercise, it's gonna do it's gonna be what I call an elbow smash, and basically that's where I'm gonna face away, and I'm gonna take my arms and put them inside the band like this, and then smash it forward. So that's gonna get the final I would just say range of movement with the back, and activate those part of the trapezius as well, and finish off the back muscles. Then for the fourth exercise, I'm going to do a pelican type of movement. So basically it's borrowing from the calisthenics style of exercise. Basically, so let's say if I'm laying down on a bench, let's say, at this angle, basically my arms are going to be, I want to have the bicep starting from a stretched position and pulling like this. And that's where I'm going to change the band setup here for that. And I've going to do a slight variation today, where I'm going to incorporate a stronger supination and pronation as part of that movement. And I'm going to see how it goes. It's going to involve where I'm going to have to take off the anchors from the ceiling and then transfer them to the posts that I have here. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long to do that. And then the last is going to be a preacher, which is with the exercise ball. So without further ado, let's begin today's workout. And I'm going to turn on the heart rate monitor. And in the background, you can hear I'm making more of DDW, which is deuterium depleted water. So, that's good. I'm going to set the tempo for 140. I'll go 141 today. Why not? Oh, and I will use the Buddy Lee Rope Master today. And let's begin. So on Saturday, when I was doing the 10-minute high-intensity interval training, I set the metronome at 165. And because of that, I was also experimenting with holding my breath and seeing how it was affecting my heart rate, and that was one of the reasons why my heart rate did go up, and I was training it in that perspective. So it does affect oxidative stress in the body, which I like testing. And if I had the VO2 Master equipment, you would really see what the results are from that. So I'm just alternating in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. I was going unbroken there for a while. It was good. time I've done that. Oh, lovely. Huh. So in 20 seconds, I'm going to start with the double unders. And we'll see what happens with my heart rate. Let's go. Haha. Ouch. All right. So, for the exercises today, I'm going to set up the vibration plate. But before, well, yeah, I'm not going to take everything apart for the dead man hand right now. I'll try to do it afterwards. So, for this one here, to incorporate the vibration plate, I'm going to sit on it as I normally would, especially on the days where I'm doing the okay. Yeah. That's going to be the movement. All right. So that's 2 minutes worth of recovery. I'm going to change the tempo back down to 60 beats per minute. All right, so I'm ready to set up and ready to go here. So let's begin. Trying to keep the arms straight as possible. It's hard. So here, I am holding, squeezing my core to keep this angle. I'm also lifting my feet a little bit off the ground, so that way I engage the core a little bit more. Oh. So now I'm holding it kind of like an iron cross. Wow, it certainly feels different. It's good. Oh my. I can certainly feel it in the rotator area, the top of the lats, where the lats connect to the rotator. All right. The next one is going to be iron cross version. So, essentially, alright, so basically you'll see I'm gonna hold with an iron cross like this, so the red bands are pulling up. Wow, whoa, wow. I can feel the triceps getting involved a little bit, because to hold oh wow. The rear delts get a little bit activated as well. So this becomes kind of a complex type exercise. Oh wow. I can certainly feel the difference to get these fibers in between. Should probably do this more often. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh. Oh, oh, you. All right. Now, for the elbow smashes, I'm actually going to try sitting today and see how this works. So, yeah. Oh, yes, that actually works good because I can use my feet to help anchor my torso in position. So, so you can tell kind of the angle in which I'm pressing. So you can continue to do with a like an iron cross, but now involving some of the pectoral. So it changes the can certainly feel it in the abdominal. So, with today's variation being on the the vibration plate doesn't slide. At least it's not. My weight is keeping it in place. If it does slide on a step like this, like the green thing that I'm on, you can use the non-slick or non-slip mats, which help keep it in place. Oh wow. I'm using my feet to help hold my body in place. And it's surprisingly requires a lot of strength from the lower, the psoas area, the medial part of the core. This could easily turn into an excellent serratus exercise, now that I think about it. A very good one, actually, believe it or not. Huh. Alright, next up is pelican pole. So, well, that's where I talked about taking these things off. That's one strap. Gotta do this quite faster if I can. Just a little too far away. All right. And then I'm going to take this band, how am I going to do this? You know what, I'm going to try it this way first then, just to see. And you'll see momentarily what I'm going to do. So to do the pelican, I'm going to place a band on this pole and also on this one. And so I'm going to use the idea as I've done with shoulders. So essentially, okay. Take this band. Yes. All right. And then for behind me, I'll take the black band. So So this is a 19 pound. Let's use this guy. You really? Slightly higher. There we go. So, this is going to change a little bit. I'm doing this variation for the first time. So, yeah, okay. Seems about right. And you'll see so by doing a supination behind, the green one just adds a little bit more tug on the supination. So you can really see now, keep the elbows kind of in the same position. So, with the bicep being in its full stretched position, supinating out. All right. Now I'm going to switch to a pronated position. Come on. Okay. So now, switching to pronated. Oh yeah. Wow. Can already feel the difference. Wow. Oh my gosh. I can feel the long head. It is burning. Oh my goodness. No. Oh, it's hurting a lot. All right. Certainly, that variation really works a lot. I can feel the brachialis getting involved too because of, yeah, it's good. Very good. All right. Next, and last but not least, is going to be so this is where I'm going to involve the, okay, I'm going to take, these bands off. And use the red one here. This is the same generation. So basically I'm going to focus on more of the peak. Well, maybe not so much the peak, but more the not the stretched position. So this is going to work the bicep from more of a not stretched position, and it's going to make it feel different. Okay. Grab the exercise ball, and last but not least, my towel here. take this guy, place it up here. I think that's about where it needs to be, if I remember correctly. That's good. All right, money. Money, money, money in the bank. So, the towel I'm using on the on my knees, so that way my elbows don't slip off. Oh, of course. All right. So, vibration is creating disturbance. So now here I can really work on the peak. Oh, wow. Can work the brachialis now a little bit like this. Holy moly. Wow, that variation of the preacher curl is so good. So good. If you have bicep peaks that you need to fix, the vibration really adds a lot of time under tension and force that muscle to really push. And I was really trying hard today. So today's date stamp, April 13th, 2026. Starting time at 2:45 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Maximum heart rate today. Gee, I only hit 149. Which is unusual. I guess I'm thinking about what I ate yesterday. And I think it has something to do, I had more carbs yesterday. So, more rice. I ate quite a bit yesterday. And it reflects. So, you know, I didn't even get in that heart rate zone today. What can I say? Muscle feels good. So, I eat only one meal a day, and there's nowhere, I do not consume 170 grams of protein a day. I do not. I can guarantee you that. I'll even show you the receipts of the grocery bills. Because how is it that I'm still able to keep the muscle with only that much protein per day? How? Does it have something to do with this? Does it have something to do with drinking the cleanest and most absorbable water? And when I let the water sit in this cup overnight, sip it in the morning, does the copper ionize the water? Deuterium depleted? Something I'm doing is right. And I think it's the combination of the things. Because I push the failure. I make the muscle scream. Regardless if it's super heavy weight or not, I make it hurt. And when I wake up in the morning, I feel recovered. And do I have days where I'm hurt for 3 days? No. Maybe 2. Maybe. It just depends on how well I eat and how well I sleep the night after training the particular muscle group. But overall, what you see is what you get. And today was a solid effort, in my opinion. And tomorrow will be another. So tune in for Tacky Tuesday. And eat well, sleep well. And don't forget your patches. Click on the links in the description. Make a donation if you like what you see. I'd appreciate it. Thanks.